Today we are diving deep into the most unhinged hostage situation General Hospital has given us in years, starring Jocelyn and Cassius. Let's get into it. Oh my God, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even process what my eyeballs just witnessed on General Hospital, and I am actually shaking typing this. Right now. I was eating dinner and literally choked on my pasta when the screen faded to black because I cannot believe what is happening to Jocelyn right now. Like my jaw dropped to the actual floor. I had to pause and text my friend immediately because I was like, are you serious right now? We are dealing with a full-blown hostage situation, and I am so dramatic about it, but honestly, how can you not be? Okay, but listen, we literally watched sweet and innocent Jocelyn Jacks grow up. Right before our eyes in Port Charles over the years. We saw her go through high school drama, boy drama, family drama, and now she's a literal trained spy and WSB agent, and she means absolute business. The audacity of the writers to put her in this position, I love it, but I am also terrified for her life. She has had some close calls since joining the agency, obviously, because it's the WSB and nothing is ever easy, but nothing of this magnitude. This is next level. This is life or death. I can't even deal right now. Week before that happened, actually, I need to talk about Cassius. Did I even mention him yet? Oh my God, my brain is going a million miles an hour. So General Hospital viewers just found out literally a month ago that Cassius even existed. A month. We don't know anything about Nathan West's twin or what he's really capable of, which is insane, by the way. An evil twin. I know it's a soap, but come on. I am living for this trope. Clearly, Cassius' good guy act is nothing more than an act. He has been parading around as fake Nathan West, fooling so many people. And I'm just yelling at my screen every time he smiles because it is so fake and creepy. Why would he do that? He is so unhinged. And don't even get me started on the fact that he is a cop. He is literally embedded in the PCPD. Okay, where was I? Right, so Cassius and Jocelyn. So, Cassius absolutely panicked when he learned that he had seriously underestimated Jocelyn Jacks. He thought she was just some young naive girl. Playing spy, but no. Our girl Joss was getting dangerously close to figuring out that Nathan West is an imposter. She was piecing it together. The clues, the inconsistencies, she was about to expose his true identity to the whole world. And Cassius can't let that happen. He just can't. So what does Nathan's evil twin do? He wasn't taking any chances. So he straight up kidnapped Joss and locked her away on Spoon Island to keep her quiet. Spoon Island. Windermere, I am dead. I am actually deceased. Windermere is literally the creepiest, most isolated place in Port Charles. It's a literal castle on an island surrounded by dark water and secrets. The aesthetics are iconic, but for a hostage situation, terrifying. I forgot to mention earlier, but the fact that he's holding her at Windermere is so poetic and twisted. But Cassius can't keep Joss locked up forever, right? It's only a matter of time before the PCPD and the WSB come looking for his young hostage. But wait. This is the part that makes me want to pull my hair out. He is a cop. Seeing as how her captor is a literal police officer, he'll be a few steps ahead of the police, and will be able to divert the PCPD's rescue missions away from Spoon Island for a while. He can literally just log into the computer and send the search parties to the wrong side of town. The audacity. Not okay. I am so mad at him like he is a real person who just ruined my day. He's manipulating the entire police force to cover up his kidnapping of a federal agent. I swear. If the PCPD doesn't figure this out soon, I'm going to march into Port Charles myself and do it for them. And speaking of the WSB helping, I have to take a quick detour because this is so wild. Carly is currently at home in her kitchen packing a hole in the floor, completely panicking because Trina told her Jocelyn is missing. Carly thinks Jack Brennan used his WSB connections to send Jocelyn off on some dangerous undercover mission in retaliation. But Brennan literally has nothing to do with it. Brennan is currently lying paralyzed on the floor of Willow Tate's living room because Nina Reeves accidentally stabbed him with Drew Kane's medicine syringe while trying to break up a fight between Brennan and Valentin. I know it sounds like a fevered dream, but it's real. So the head of the WSB field office is chemically detained on a rug. Valentin is trying to figure out how to hide his paralyzed body in Carly's attic, and Carly thinks this paralyzed man sent her daughter away. The irony. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, the point is the WSB is a complete mess right now, and nobody is coming to save Jocelyn because her boss is literally paralyzed, and everyone thinks she's just on a mission. It is a disaster. A complete and utter disaster. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen because Jocelyn is entirely on her own. And we have to talk about what Eden McCoy just said in her interview because I am unwell. According to General Hospital fan, Fave Eden McCoy, things are going to get much worse for Joss Jacks before they get better. Much worse. How does it get worse than being locked in a dungeon by an evil twin? McCoy dished to Soap Opera Digest, and I literally have the quote pulled up right here on my phone, because I need to read it exactly. She said, I think Jocelyn's whole journey here is walking the line between being really vulnerable and really, really scared in this situation, but not being able to show that because it's her job not to react that way, she's trapped. She's been kidnapped by a stranger, and now she has to work overtime not to give in to her instinct to be scared. Instead, she's got to incorporate her new training as an agent. I can't breathe. That quote is everything. It is so deep. Jocelyn is just a young woman who is absolutely terrified out of her mind. Locked in a creepy castle by a psychopath stranger who looks exactly like a dead hero, but she can't even cry. She can't beg for her life. She has to sit there and be a stone-cold WSB agent and use her new training. She has to work overtime to suppress her basic human survival instinct to panic. Honestly, she needs to get it together, I swear. But also, I feel so bad for her. Imagine the psychological toll that takes on a person. You are literally staring death in the face, and you have to pretend you're analyzing the situation for tactical advantages. Eden McCoy is going to act the absolute house down in these scenes. I am calling it right now. Give her the Emmy. Give her all the Emmys. But seriously, what is Jocelyn's tactic going to be? We know she is trying another tactic with Cassius, trying to manipulate him and get him to let his guard down. She's probably going to try and play on his ego. He is an evil twin, right? They always have massive inferiority complexes. I bet she starts asking him about his childhood or telling him he's smarter than Nathan was, just to get him talking. 'Cause if he talks, he gets distracted, and if he gets distracted, she can find a way out, but it's so dangerous. If he realizes she's playing him, he could snap. I am literally packing my room just thinking about it. And then there's Dante. Oh my God, Dante Falconry. Dante is currently losing his absolute mind, but not even about Jocelyn yet. Dante just found out that Rocco was the one who shot Ross Cullum on the pier, and that Lulu and Nathan, aka Cassius, have been hiding the secret from him. Dante is lashing out at Lulu with extreme fury, and he is going to direct all that wrath right at Cassius. So, Cassius is not only holding Jocelyn hostage, but he is about to face the wrath of an angry father who just found out his supposed friend helped cover up his son's shooting. Dante is going to be hunting Cassius down for the Rocco thing, and he might accidentally stumble right into the hostage situation. Mark my words. Dante is going to be the one to kick down the door at Windermere, or maybe Lucas Jones. Spoilers say Lucas might get some clues about her being locked away at Windermere. Lucas is so smart, he would totally notice something is off. But will they be in time? I'm so stressed out. I need to take a sip of water. Okay, so Cassius is finding a surprising confidant amidst all this chaos. Who could that even be? Is it Jocelyn? Is she actually managing to break through his defenses and become his confidant as a manipulation tactic? That would be iconic. That would be the most badass spy move ever. Stockholm Syndrome, but reversed. Like she makes him trust her. I am here for it. But I also remember that Britt Westbourne is involved in this mess, too. Britt verifies Jason's fake confession to protect Rocco, so she's tied to Cassius in the cover-up. If Britt finds out Cassius has Jocelyn, she's going to flip out. Britt does not play around when it comes to innocent people being hurt, especially someone connected to Carly and Jason. Britt might actually be the wild card that takes Cassius down. But the central question remains, will Jocelyn be able to defeat Cassius? Or will she be his first Port Charles victim, his first victim? The fact that the spoilers phrase it like that makes me want to throw up. They are literally implying he's going to go on a serial killer spree, and she might be the first body. No, absolutely not. I refuse to accept that. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly for Cassius, not Jocelyn. Jocelyn has survived way too much to be taken out by a discount phase on in a Halloween costume. She survived the mob. She survived Esme. She survived Dex's drama. She is not dying in a dusty room on Spoon Island. But the tension is just unreal. Every time I think about her sitting there in the dark trying to remember her WSB breathing exercises while the psycho paces outside the door, I literally get chills. It's just so brilliant but so cruel of the writers. And the fact that nobody knows she's there, Carly thinks she's on a mission. Trina is worried but doesn't know where to look. Michael is too busy trying to push Willow and Chase into having an affair to secure his custody leverage, which is completely unhinged and toxic behavior from Michael, by the way. Like, can we talk about how he is actively trying to ruin Chase's marriage to Brooklyn just to get his way? Michael is being a total villain right now, but that's a whole nother video. The point is Jocelyn's family is completely distracted by their own messy lives. Sonny is dealing with Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome and his own paranoia. Nobody is looking for Jocelyn. It is entirely up to her. She has to save herself. This is her ultimate test as a WSB agent. If she can break out of Windermere, outsmart a dirty cop who has the entire PCPD at his disposal, and take down Cassius all by herself without breaking her stoic spy facade, she will go down in General Hospital history as an absolute legend. But the fear is real. Eden McCoy said it herself. The vulnerability is there. She is just a girl who misses her family and wants to go home, but she has to be a soldier. It is breaking my heart into a million tiny pieces. I honestly don't know how I am going to survive the next 3 weeks of episodes. I am going to be glued to my television, probably screaming at its screen, probably crying. Definitely live tweeting every single